We moved together on a fault lines hum, darling, waiting for the quake that was bound to come. Your touch was fire with a winter's chill, left me standing thirsty on a poison hill. They wrote our story on some faded sheet, a tangled rhythm with a bitter beat. Your whisper was a melody I tried to hold, but the echo, woman, yeah, the echo was cold. You're my love song in a minor key, a primal scream that will not set me free. Your soul is honey, but it pours like rain, leaving just the wreckage and the rusty stain. Yeah, the saddest damn tune I have ever known. Chills me, baby, right down to the bone. I remember laughter in a sun-drenched haze, lost inside the promise of our younger days. But every high note had a fractured fall, a clawing echo bouncing off a canyon wall. You tried to fix it with a silver pin, but the heart's a compass, babe, that always spins right back to where the sorrow's grown, to that one bad seed that we should never sown. You're my love song in a minor key, a primal scream that will not set me free. Your soul is honey, but it pours like rain, leaving just the wreckage and the rusty stain. Yeah, the saddest damn tune I have ever known. Chills me, baby, right down to the bone. For heights the angels sing, but in the silence heard the thunder ring. A broken chord, a howl of pain, two shadows dancing in the acid rain. We held the pieces of a shattered sky, never learned to live and never learned to die. Just this harmony of warmth and all the beautiful wreckage that our souls can make.
Cup that held an angry sea. My throne was built on promises that never meant a thing to me. I wore a coat of many colors, stitched from every lie I'd spun. waited for a single spark to watch it come undone. The wind, it came a-calling with a low and lonesome sound. I struck a match to watch my crooked kingdom burn right to the ground. Calculated rage, and read the final sentence on a single burning page. The mirrors, they had all turned black, the portraits lost their names, and the only thing that felt real was the heat from dying flames. Wow! I heard my reputation echo that had faded from the halls, and learned that silence is the truest answer when your past self calls. And the smoke rose up like a question to a sky that gave no reply, just a silent final confession as I watched the old man die. This ruin is my cornerstone, the only gospel that I've ever known is the beauty in the final fiery glow of the man I was, that I had to let go. Yeah, I had to let him go. Walking down the avenue, honey sweet as morning dew. Got your little white gloves and your pretty Sunday shoes, but the good book in your hand, child, don't mean a thing at all. 'Cause I saw that flash of lightning right before the fall. going on, baby. Something deep inside. She's my devil in a Sunday dress. Lord have mercy, that woman is a beautiful mess. One touch from a wicked hand, you're gonna fail the test. Oh, my devil in a Sunday dress. Yeah, gonna put my soul to rest. Saw you at the crossroads, babe. Wasn't selling nothing I could see. Just smiling like a Cheshire cat while the boys were falling to their knees. They whisper words of warning, son, you best just walk away. But the fire in your footsteps, honey, is the only prayer I'm ever gonna pray. Oh, push, push, baby, you know what I'm talking about. She's my devil in a Sunday dress. Lord have mercy, that woman is a beautiful mess. One touch from a wicked hand, you're gonna fail the test. Oh, my devil in a Sunday dress. Yeah, gonna put my soul to rest. The preacher man, he's screaming about salvation and sin, but the only heaven I've been seeking, babe, is the sweet, sweet trouble that you're in. Whisper my name just one more time. Yeah, let me feel that chill running down my
The evening train moans a lonesome sound, shaking the dust on this forgotten ground. I'm back in Cairo, I don't know why, beneath the tired and faded Illinois sky. They still hold the festival down by the shore, though it ain't the same as it was before. I see the ghost of a younger man with a summer's heart and a future he'd planned. The high school band was playing out of key the night that you first looked right through me. Your hair was the color of the sun-baked clay. You stole the words words I was trying to say. You laughed a laugh like a silver bell and spun me deep inside your summer spell. We walked away from the noisy crowd with our whispered plans and our heads in a cloud. A promise was made. We spent that week in a stolen dream, walking the levees by the water's gleam, hid from the world in a deep oat's frame, where I learned the sound of your secret name. The rusted Ferris wheel was our starry throne, the only world we had ever known. You said this town was a place to leave behind, a thought that hadn't even crossed my mind. I tasted goodbye on a hurried kiss in the morning's gray and river's mist. You caught a bus heading west somewhere, with the river dam still tangled in your hair. Now the carnival lights just seem so bare, and I search for your face in the empty air. A memory's a ghost you can't hold tight, it just comes to dance in the pale moonlight. Promise was made. She stood beneath the lighthouse crown, her dress like seafoam white, a promise whispered on the breeze of the waning summer light. Promised I'd return before the harvest moon runs dry, with a pocket full of silver and a love that wouldn't die. That night the stars were watching, 1,000 diamond tears, and in my hand a silver compass rose to calm my fears. The captain's eyes turned black as coal, the anchor sang in vain. A deal was struck in salt and shadow in the coming rain. For favorable winds and a hold that's always full, he bound us to the phantom tide, a never-ending pull. Iron through water, love through time, the chain that binds remains, and the first whisper of her song was carried on the icy spray. Tide, I saw her beacon burn, a pinprick in the endless gray. compass rose began to sing of love that won't adjourn. Its needle steady on her light, my one and true return. And on the wind a ghostly sound, a name I thought my own. She saw a ship of spectral sails, a love she'd always known. A storm it broke, a living thing with breath of salt and brine. The siren rose, her eyes like pearls, her form a twisted vine. There are many ways to drown, sailor, and forgetting is the kindest. She sang of shores where memory dies and broken hearts are mindless. Forget her name, young fool, she cried, and I'll return to your shore. But in the wave I heard her voice just as I had before. Her hair turned silver like the moon, her hands grew lined with time. She walks the shore when the moon is waning, give us a patient, painful rhyme. But still she lights the beacon bright, still believes in my return. Tonight it cuts the sea salt mist, a lesson I still learn. And sometimes when the tide is right, her light turns silver gray, a call to lost souls on the sea to keep the dark at bay. The Tide Mother's bargain was my heart, the price was love and true. The captain's pact for wind and wave, he never had a clue that love so light could burn so bright a fire in the blue. For iron anchors rust and break, but love anchors me to you. One day away, born of our tears, will crash upon the stone and bring me home, my dearest Mary, to a love I've always known. Cypress bleed into the mud. Yeah, the river's running thick with bad man's blood. Got the cards on the table, bourbon in my soul. Feel the dice in my pocket burning out of control. Oh, the devil's in the details, baby, and the details are all I see. The cotton fields are rotten, yeah, the sun's a ball of rust. The banker's at my door, turning all my dreams to dust. Said, son, your debt is due, with a smile as cold as stone. But tonight this 5-card stud is gonna pick my bones. Oh, mama, tell me, is there any room left in hell for me? Sky is cracking open, thunder starts to roll. This ain't just for silver, baby, this is for my soul. Gambler's last hand on this cursed and broken land. The stakes are getting higher, feel the burning fire. Yeah, dead to the devil is a funeral pyre.
took me young down by the riverside. Now the thrill of the turn is the only place I can hide. Just one more hand, just one more time.
Been calling out my name. The moonlight's on the cards, but they all just look the same. King, queen, and jack, they're all just bone and dust. Yeah, Johnny knows the feeling, baby, of broken, empty trust.
Time. Take two.
I seen the arrow on the doorpost saying this land is condemned. All the way from New Orleans to Jerusalem. Well, I traveled through East Texas, where many martyrs fell, and I know no one can sing the blues like blind Willie Mtail. I heard that Voodoo singing as they were taking down the tents. The stars above the barren trees was his only audience. Them charcoal gypsy maidens can strut their feathers well, but nobody can sing the blues like blind Willie Mtail. See them big plantations burning, hear the cracking of the whips, smell that sweet magnolia blooming, see the ghosts of slavery ships. I can hear them tribes a moaning, hear that undertaker's bell, and I know no one can sing the blues like blind Willie Mtail.
with some fine young handsome man. He's dressed up like a squire, bootleg whiskey in his hand. There's a chain gang on the highway, I can hear them rebels yell, and I know no one can sing the blues like blind Willie Mtail. God is in his heaven, and we all want what's his, but power and greed and corruptible seed seem to be all that there is. I'm gazing out the window of that old St. James Hotel, and I know no one can sing the blues like blind Willie Mtail. In the quiet of the morning, when the city's still asleep, a feeling starts to creep on me from somewhere dark and deep. I close my eyes and I'm leaving, shaking off this earthly skin. Feel the wind beneath my arms, where the feathers should begin. Oh, and I can feel it now, the world just fades away. But the ground below me rumbles with a tight and heavy sound. It's the rhythm of the weary men deep beneath the ground. They're carving out the darkness with a pickaxe and a prayer for a single shaft of sunlight to taste the upper air. And I wonder, as I'm rising, do they ever see the day? And I dream of flying, soaring on a river of air, while they dream of light. Lord, a dream is just a prayer. These guilty wings, they tremble with a freedom I ain't earned, while their candle flickers low, another lesson hard learned. Oh, mama, how can you fly when you're chained to someone's fear? I'm looking down from heaven's gate on a world of black and gray. See the dust rise from the mountain and just seem to blow away. My spirit wants to climb now, wants to race the burning sun, but my soul is getting heavy, for the digging's never done. And the wind, it screams their story, a whisper and a roar. 'Cause I dream of flying, soaring on a river of air, while they dream of light. Lord, a dream is just a prayer. These guilty wings, they tremble with the freedom I ain't earned, while their candle flickers low, another lesson hard learned. Oh, tell me, how high can you go when you're built on someone's floor?
scream a richer pain. I'm reaching for the stars up there. They're reaching for the sky. Oh, it's just a little higher. But Lord, I wonder why I get to fly. I saw her dancing under a blood-red sky. Sun was bleeding, but the desert was dry. Eyes like daggers, forging some forgotten fire. Lips that promised my one and only desire. She said, "Come, stranger, taste what I have refined. A little pleasure, darling, soaked in sand and time." Gold on her fingers, venom in her smile. I knew the danger, but I lingered for a while. Oh, I lingered for a while. She poured me a glass of a sapping wine, sweet on the tongue like a lover's perfect crime. Now I'm crawling through the seven hells she lit. One more sip, Lord, and I know I can't ever quit. No. The room was spinning, filled with incense and lights. Reflected madness in the mirrors of her eyes. She moved like water, a whisper on the breeze. Brought this grown man down to his shaking, begging knees. She said the first taste is freedom, the second makes you blind. Gold on her fingers, venom in her smile. I knew I was lost, but I lingered for a while. Oh, have mercy for a while. She poured me a glass of a sapping wine, sweet on the tongue like a lover's perfect crime. Now I'm crying
They say there's a woman where the wild roots grow deep, with hair like the river where the willow trees weep, skin like the moonlight on a cold standing stone, a voice that can chill you right down to the bone. They say you should fear her, say you ought to beware of the witch in the hollow and the flower in her hair. I saw her dancing barefoot on the moss, singing low in a tongue I knew was long, long lost, and I couldn't turn away. She's the witch of the hollow, dressed in flame and mist, speaks in riddles and she walks just like a kiss. One touch will heal you, the next will burn your name. But I still went down in the woods and I'd do it all again. Oh, I'd do it all again. Ravens fly where her laughter falls, and the ancient trees all lean when she walks those hollowed halls. She gave me a rose that bloomed in the dead of the dark, smiled and vanished, but left my soul with her mark. She asked me what I feared the most, and then she smiled and she became it. Just like a cure, now I belong to the hollow forevermore, forevermore. I met her where the jasmine climbs the stone, left my senses and I followed her alone. Eyes like smoke, her lips were soaked in wine. She held a single rose with a silver twisted spine. She said, love, my darling, is just a requiem. I felt the thorn long before the kiss, but heaven never ever warned a man of this. Oh, a danger so divine. She cut me deep with no remorse, a lover's wound, a sacred holy curse. She smiled so sweet, then she let me go. Love never dies, it just stings you like a rose. Yeah.
in a forgotten foreign tongue. Her touch was fire, and my every nerve was strong. Each night with her, I bled a little more, but I begged to be the only bloom from her war. She cut me deep with no remorse, a lover's wound, my final fatal source. She smiled so sweet, then she watched me go. Love never dies, it just stings you like a rose. If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you. Should the stars begin to fall from sight, my devotion will burn ever true. Sweet, sweet darling, you had my whole heart. Sweet darling, right from the start. Those storm clouds may gather and weep, our sanctuary love we will keep. My heart beats strong, a rhythm for two.
the fields of fading light, midnight hour calling, holding secrets in the night. Two souls in a carriage beneath the yellow shine, strangers' eyes were locking in a moment so divine. Heard the whistle moaning, a lonely haunting sound, another station fading on this rumbling, shaking ground. With a face that haunts the moonlight and eyes that know my soul, she's a canyon river running way beyond my control. Oh, the world keeps right on turning, the whistle keeps its song, and it ain't the train she's taking, it's just the seat she's got wrong. He spoke of open highways beneath the western sun, of lonely nights and long days and battles fought and won. But now her gentle presence had turned his world around, a melody unspoken, a love it finally found. He watched the way she listened to stories from his past, hoping this connection was destined here to last. The seat she's got wrong. She told of windswept oceans and dreams she held so dear, of silent hopeful wishes and conquering all fear. His gaze, a warm embrace then, had calmed her restless soul, a story yet unwritten, a love about to roll. She felt a strange familiar in his weary, knowing eyes, a chance encounter magic beneath these traveling skies. With a face that holds the moonlight and eyes that know my soul, she's a canyon river running way beyond my control. Oh, the world keeps right on turning, the whistle keeps its song, and it ain't the train she's taking, it's just the seat she's got wrong. Found a faded picture tucked inside a book, coffee stained halo. Lord, it took just one look. Reached for my old sixth string lying in its case, saw the lines of time etched upon its face. Dust from 1,000 roads, 100 towns ago. Yeah, a dozen lost years with nothing left to show. Fretted a memory, just a whisper of a chord. Try to find the magic, the word I once adored. But the strings are fighting back, brown and hard with age, like a half-forgotten line on a yellowed page. And the sound that it makes, Lord, it groans and it sighs. with the ghost of your laugh and the truth of your goodbyes.
There's rust on the strings, but the song still remains. An echo of your footsteps in the pouring summer rays. Yeah, the music ain't clean, Lord, it bends and it stings. That old tired loving put the rust on the strings.
Oh, the rust on the strings. They say that time's a river meant to wash you clean, but it just leaves a watermark of everything that's been. A ghost in the music, a shadow on the wall. Was it better to have loved than to have lost it all?
There's rust on the strings, but the song still remains.